Hello guys, back on the Top Draft Feed the Beast server today, and we're going to build some more of our machines. We need to get our power system going, and then once we have power we can start building our awesome machines. So that's the Peat Bog, the Carpenter, all those good things. Well, somebody gave me another gift. Apiary and some bees. Let's get these set up right away and see if they work. So these are actually pretty difficult to build because you need to impregnate this thing, which we make in the Carpenter, which we have. That's not too bad, but you need this seed oil. And seed oil needs a machine called a squeezer, and you have to put in like a bunch of plant material, whether it's food or grass or seeds or whatever. And it takes a lot of seeds, and it takes a while to get these seeds. So that actually saved me a bit of time. I wasn't going to get into this for a while. And then what you have to do is you have to build a scoop to harvest these bees. I mean, scoops are easy. They're cheap to make, but you have to make one. And you've probably seen me walk by beehives before already. I'm just looking for somewhere near some flowers where I can put this. There. So there, if we put the you need to put the princess on top and the drone on the bottom. They'll merge together into a queen. And see, these are two different species. There, now we have a queen. And now the queen will sit here, and as long as this is okay. Oh, hostile environment. So this type of queen does not like being in this biome, which is winter. Winter biome does not work for these bees. So we just have to move it somewhere else. See, it's too cold for this type of bee. But anyway, this would eventually produce more drones and some honeycomb and other things, so. But that's that. I just thought I'd quickly demonstrate that, and we'll be working with those at some point. Actually, let me quickly try moving it in this wasteland biome. Okay, the pick doesn't work. Oh, there we go. Let me just quickly try this biome, which is wasteland. Because if it's a desert type of biome, it might be warm enough. Hostile, nope. Now it's too hot. So it went from too cold to too hot. Oh well. One day we will get that working. Thank you to whoever gave me the gift. That's fantastic. Oh, it worked. I just tried something off screen, and I decided to see that this, right in between the winter and the wasteland, we have this river biome. We'll see in the top left it says LC79 River B River, right in the second line from the bottom. The river biome is apparently equal in terms of humidity and temperature, and this bee is happy, except there's no flowers. But flowers is easy. I can do that. I can steal some flowers from over there and pave over the river. That's great. I just had to build up and put it here. So we have bees working, or we will have them working soon. I just need more dirt for flowers. I also need lots of dirt for my peat bog setup as well. That's pretty cool. I like it. Awesome. So I put down a bunch of random flowers and some dirt. I actually put down a bunch more of these things as well and put in some random drones. They all seem to be working except for this one. This marshy queen doesn't like the kind of flowers that I put down. These other ones are working. You see if the green bar starts to go down while it's a queen, it's working. Yeah, they're fine. So what was that? That's a marbled queen. And one of these bees is poisoning me. Tropical queen, marbled queen. Tropical isn't happy either, but the marbled is happy, and the two marbles are happy. One of the bees is poisoning me. I don't know if it just always does that, or if it's only doing that because it doesn't like what flowers I gave it. I'm not really sure. Either way, one of those bees is poisoning me for some reason. Not really sure, but I'm sure it'll produce something useful at some point to make it all worth it. How long is it? Oh, good. And we're gone. So, back to our peat bog. So we need lots of dirt and lots of sand and lots of water to feed that thing the bog earth needs for fuel. Good news is that we can pulverize some dirt, or sorry, pulverize cobblestone into sand. like so. Let me break that. Get these powered up. And get that going. There we go. You can also click here to see the recipes. So we know we can make sand from cobble. That's great. Now, can we make dirt? Possibly not. I mean, dirt's common. I can easily dig a bunch up. And especially once I get machines that can do mining for me, such as quarries and mining lasers and all those fancy things, I'll have more dirt than I can know what to do with. But for now, this will at least make my sand that I need. I can always check here too, just to be sure. Yeah, that I don't have yet. Yeah, lots of items that I don't have. Slag furnace can make it out of, oh, stuff I don't have again. Plant matter, plant ball, which I don't have. Alright, so there are kind of options. Anyway, once we got this going, let's grab a couple. You'll see I have a whole bunch of buckets of water, and this is why I have a project table. So we don't have to do it one by one. You see I just dump a bunch in. Not the snowball, but that's okay. Now we just do this, and we go swing. Got some bog earth. Not a ton, because we're low on sand and dirt and everything, but it's enough to get this at least started. So we give it that, and then all we need to give it is power. So eventually this thing, if I give it enough power and enough bog, it'll make it just a full circle of this. And this stuff over time will just absorb the water slowly, kind of like how fertile soil does. And at this point, you want to harvest it. It drops both one dirt and one peat log each time you harvest it, which is perfect. So this is your fuel. It's like coal. You can see all the stuff it produces. And the dirt you can recycle back in here to make even more. Now I just need to make some peat-fired engines so I can stop using up all my coal. And then I need to make a machine to harvest this so I don't have to use a shovel. This is awesome! I finally got enough copper to make a couple of these peat-fired engines. Just copper gears, all that stuff. Now, this thing is self-powering. It's essentially free power, free megajoules, because it produces more peat than it will ever need to cook. Plus, once this is all laid out, I can just turn that off, which is perfect. No, I already have a whole bunch of harvest, but my shovel broke. But the next thing we need, I remember the name of this. Turbary or tuberary, or turb, T-U-R-B. Yeah, this is what automatically harvests all this stuff for me, so I don't have to run around hitting it with a shovel. So it's the same basic parts as the first machine. Same. This is the same. That's the same. The glass. The only difference is I put tin in this thermiotic fabricator instead of copper to get a different type of those little light bulb tube things. So I just have to run this one for a second with copper. And I can even steal the copper to make more peat-fired engines. Hiya! Hurrah! I just have to cook up this tin dust. And then I can replace these two with just one of these. And that can produce much more power. Actually, it might not produce more. Let me just double check this. That was saying it was one. This produces... Oh, it doesn't say. Well, maybe it produces the same amount of power. I'm not sure. Let's actually test that. Oh, it produces one. Okay, so I was wrong. It produces the same amount of power, but you're not going to burn through your trees. Like, I did chop down like 10 or 15 trees just to get this down, and I'm already down to 7 charcoal, so much more efficient. So it's not a more powerful engine, it's just better lasting. Like, one peat bar will burn for the same amount of like 10 coal, so it's fantastic. There we go. Cook my tin. Yes, huzzah! I am so awesome. I made my tuberary. which just involved a bunch of waiting and farming to make these two components, as I showed. So then we just drop it down here, right beside. Get all my power system going. And the same way as we did over there, we just power 2 machines at once with this guy. I'm not sure if this will work. I might have to take this tube up because, well, we'll see. And then I made a brand new shovel so I can grab some of this. Now I don't want to make a big water spill, so I'm just taking certain pieces. And go. So then this will fill in all the spots that emptied. Oh, and I need... Oh, I forgot to grab a chest. I think I made some over there, but I'm just going to throw this down. You know, I have enough too many crafting tables. Which is why I made my own mod to put a crafting table right here. I missed that mod. Wish it was on here. And then we just go like this. There. So everything that this harvests, you can see it's turning into dirt, and it leaves the dirt there. So this guy grabs the peat and throws it in. This guy grabs the dirt after it replaces this down with the bog stuff. But I want some now, so I'm just going to grab some. You can always do that if you don't have any power. There we go. Just grab a little bit. Yeah, so this is technically optional, but you really want to get this automated. Oh yeah, 9 already. Yeah, that's so much faster than me. There we go. And then we can recycle this dirt. Oh yeah, and I've been grabbing sand as it slowly macerates from the cobblestone. And there we go. Our power system is complete. What to do next? Any ideas, guys? If you know these mods, or even if you don't, feel free to let me know any suggestions or ideas that you have. There's nobody on this evening. It's a Friday night. Yeah. Found an awesome little volcano biome just near my home. We can create. It's got this awesome black cobblestone and black smooth stone, which we can make black bricks from. This stuff looks really cool. I might come back and harvest some of this at some point. Plus, of course, the lava itself. We're going to use lava as a power source eventually as well for different purposes. There's certain things that can't be fueled by my current power system. That'll be later on. But a couple episodes from now, we need lava. Well, there's even a machine to generate lava. We might work into that as well, but this is pretty sweet. Still out just looking for more copper and more tin, because we don't have any machines that'll do the mining for us quite yet. I mean, we could make a mining well, but that only does a 1x1 hole. Oh look, here's a beehive. Pretty cool. I should set up a beehive in the swamp, see if some of them like that. All right, welcome back, guys. Although I shouldn't say welcome back, because this is going to be right at the end of episode 3. Although everything else in episode 3 was recorded a few days ago, my time. Sunday today, and I got a little bit of a story to tell you. So I've been busy on the server, and I built a few awesome things off screen, I'm about to show you them now. They're kind of a repetitive build. Anyway, I did that late last night, so late Saturday night. And then I came back in the morning, I was going to record them, and then they all had just vanished. Like, it was as if it never happened. So let me show you that first. They're back now, so don't worry. So as you can see, we built this Peat Bog together, and then I went exploring, and I found a zombie spawner over there, and a volcano over there that I'm going to show you at some point. Actually, I might have showed you that already. I don't even know what's going to be in this episode, but these two guys, I built late last night. Well, came back in the morning, and they were just gone. So I was like, did I dream this? Did that really happen? So it was weird for me. Anyway, well, I guess I can just quickly show you this. So we have this logger. all these machines are basically the same kind of idea. They have the exact same recipe. They just have a different element in here. Like this one uses a diamond one. You know, the farm uses bronze, whatever. So it's all pretty repetitive. It's the same as the Peat Bog, just different things. So I didn't record the building that. I figured that would just be repetitive. So this is a machine that, you know, builds and harvests wheat. The harvester is turned off right now because it's not full. And there's a creeper, so I need to run away because I don't want him to blow up my machines. And hopefully I just get out of range. He's still in there. Yeah, he's in the water there. And again, tree farm, which is awesome because I need trees for building my house. Anyway, so I talked to the guy who invited me to the server. Actually, I checked my YouTube message. His name's Tactivid, and he was like, he had his cryptic message that he sent to me. Actually, I can sleep because no one's on because this is late at night again. He sent me this message. He's like, did he really do that to my base? And I'm thinking, I haven't left my area since I started playing here. So it's like, I don't really know what you mean because I never really left my area. I haven't visited anyone's base. But something weird happened to me. I mean, it seems like a bunch of my stuff got griefed or maybe rolled back. Like if there's griefing happening. So it was a long story anyway. We talked about it and then I signed on and he signed on and we talked and he came over and saw what I was building. Long story short, I'm not going to mention any names. But somebody griefed his stuff, and he has expensive stuff, like nuclear reactors and a bunch of stuff. You should check out his videos to see what he has. He had tons of expensive stuff that took a long time to build, and somebody came on and just griefed it. And apparently they used my name too. They claimed that I did it. Apparently, I don't know if it's just because I'm the new guy on the server or they have a grudge against me. Everyone on this server I'd never interacted with or talked to or met before ever. Like I'd maybe checked out their channel once or twice, but I don't know anything about them, so I don't know why they would do that. It might not be personal. Maybe they're just like, hey, this guy's a new guy. He might be able to take the fall. And I'm glad that Tactivids ended up believing me and it all worked out, because if I was running a server, I mean, I may believe that. Then again, if I own a server and someone breaks my stuff and they leave their name, I'd be like, why would you leave their name? Are you asking to get banned? So I could see why that's like hard to believe. It's like, okay, somebody left my name, so I'm probably not the guy who said it. Either way, I'm glad it worked out and that he believed me, and he's off on the server, so he's able to, you know, just get his stuff back in. My stuff would be gone because he was trying to roll it back to see what happened. He was kind of in the middle of rewinding history back and forth, because you can do that when you have backups of your saves of the world. So it wasn't anything to do with me personally. He was just taking the map and going to older and older versions just to check out what happened. So that worked out. And you can see on the mini map, I made it a bit bigger. I got mobs on the radar now because it's a feature that's enabled. This, I think I was going to try to make a mushroom farm, and it's going pretty good. I don't have too much else to show you. I was going to do a bunch of stuff. I was going to do something awesome, but I can't remember it now. Oh, one thing I should mention, that I thought this would also take the same thing as the Peat Bog, but it takes humus, and it produces sand. So the producing sand will be useful for my Peat Bog. You can see this is going really well. But let me just show you my setup of where I'm creating humus. And I know if you're going to mention in the comments about automatic crafting tables, I know about that. Anyway, we have apatite, which is a mineral you find in the ground. I don't have much. This is my last piece, but that makes fertilizer from sand. And then with that, you can make humus. So for one piece of apatite, you get a lot of this stuff. Let me actually, but there's another recipe as well. I think, oh yes, this ash. Oops, I accidentally put one, which pushed it in there. You can also use ash as well. I think you can do something like this. Or is it? Let me check something. Yeah, so we can wrap this stuff in ash to save on sand. That's what I'm thinking. So this is a byproduct of those peat-fired engines. So that's great. So I can save on sand by using ash after that starts to pile up. Although I still need to find apatite. But to make this stuff, if I end up running out of this mineral, I can also use compost, which will be great. Because my whole goal here is to be self-sufficient, so eventually I won't have to mine anything, and everything will run forever for free. Compost you make by wrapping dirt in ash, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Because dirt I'm starting to get lots and lots of now, but sand is still in limited supply. So what I wanted to check out with you is to go like this. Oh yeah. Oop, leave the ash in there. And then we can get tons of this stuff. And now we can still run on charcoal whenever we need to. Which is awesome. Oh yeah, I remembered what I was going to do. We're going to build a machine that does mining for me. We just barely have enough time in this episode to do that, so let's check it out. Oh, also I forgot to mention I have this in my inventory as well, Minium Stone. So this is a recipe I stumbled upon. I was looking into what this does, because this had been dropping from zombies and mods for me. I was like, what does this do? So I looked into it. You take an inert stone, which is really easy to make, and you make this Minium Stone, which is kind of like a transmuter. So what it does is it lets you transmute between cobblestone and dirt and sand in a few different ways. Because I'd been grinding up dirt in here, but you can also transmute it. So let me show you those recipes here. I think we do this. It's going to show us hundreds of recipes, but if I go to shapeless, so it's basically a philosopher's stone, and so we can transmute, you know, dirt into gravel, gravel into dirt. Where's the useful one? Sand into clay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so we can turn cobblestone into grass, which is awesome. Grass is basically dirt. There we go, sand into dirt. What I want is cobblestone into either sand or dirt, and there is one something like that. Somewhere in here there's a... Anyway, oh yeah, gravel into sand as well. There's a gravel into sand somewhere. So I used up a whole bunch of my gravel and got sand and dirt out of it, and cobblestone, so that's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. Been using it. Okay, so what we want to make is a mining turtle, which is a machine that runs around and mines for you. So it breaks blocks and puts them in a little internal inventory. And it takes out fuel, and the fuel, from what my research has said, says that it takes peat, which is marvelous. So we take a computer, which is really cheap to make, redstone and stone. We wrap it in iron and give it a chest, which is marvelous. There's a turtle. And all we need to do is give it a diamond pick, and we'll test it out and let it do some mining for us. Okay, let's go take this down into the mines and see what we can get. Make sure I have my sword on me too. So make sure we have to steal some peat from somewhere. It's nighttime again. I'm all disorganized because I was dealing with the the grief, and I've been running around and stuff. I don't know, this is kind of 2 episodes in a row for this series, and my holy crap! Look at all this fuel. This is awesome. I was gonna say my other series might seem like they're lagging behind, but don't worry. I'm just having way too much fun on this server that I just can't stop playing. This is so much fun. Okay, so let me make sure this turtle is gonna work before we take off. So this is my branch mine, and again, the same as my single player series. I just, where are these? Oh, that's not vines. It's anyway, we run down here, we do stuff. This was because I was in a rush for diamond. I thought I hadn't lost everything in lava, and I was in a rush to get resources to get started with my episodes. So let me put this guy down, give it some fuel. You can see this box is highlighted more than the others. Got a little square around it, so we give it fuel. What command do we use for it to there's a command where you can say, give me a list of commands that you have. Is there help? Oh, programs. So it's basically a little computer. This is from the mod Computer Craft. You can see I built a computer, and a turtle is just a walking computer, essentially. You can write your own programs, but I'm going to use this one called Excavate. I think we need to give it a number too, right? Yeah. I think it goes forward and left. So let's go Excavate 3. There we go. And so it's going to go run around in a 3x3, mine everything it sees, gather its own. Oh, I thought it would be a 3x3 horizontal. That actually goes 3. Okay, so wait, started over. Oh, lag. Let me get out of here. I don't want to fall in lava. I was going to stay. I started here. So it went 3 forward, 3 to the right, and it looks like it also goes 3 down as well. Okay, I wonder if it is silk touch on those redstone blocks. Oh, it goes all the way to the bottom. That's even better. So I could start way at the top and have it go all the way down. Well, this is cheaper than the quarry. Because there's a block I was thinking of making that I used to, in older versions of this mod pack I would use, called the Quarry. And it's essentially that. You place it down and it mines out a big area, like 16 by 16, and mines it from the surface all the way to the bedrock and collects all the resources for you. And all this other stuff like diamond and circuits, this was normal. But now in the new, well, it's not the newest version, but it's fairly new. In this version, it takes a diamond drill, and to make that, you need titanium. And this is the expensive part. Getting the titanium for this, I'm a long way from getting titanium, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. But let's see what this guy has so far. Oh, I can't check his inventory until he's done. Well, this is convenient. The bedrock is flat. Usually it's jagged in vanilla, so... Hey, come back. Don't leave me here alone. No. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. Looks like he's spitting everything out on the ground. I guess if I'd put a chest here, he would probably dump it in his chest, I would assume. But yeah, it looks like he mined all that redstone for us. He mined all that stone. Oh man, he burned... Oh no, he didn't burn through all the fuel. He spat it out when he was done. Mined 50 items. Return to surface, unloading. Wow, I love these turtles. This is fantastic. So now, I can get the machines to do all my mining for me. And if it was diamonds there, I would have all my diamonds here. I would have all my goodies. So, 2 missions accomplished. We got our renewable fuel source. We got mining machines. So, I'm still working towards my jetpack. And for this, we need biofuel. So, in the next few episodes, I'm going to work toward this jetpack, which takes EU. To do that, I'm going to use... I think it's... Is it this one? No, it's not this one. This one. Biogenerator. So this, again, it's the same mod as my existing mods. You can see it takes the same 30 casing, so it takes bronze. It's really cheap to make. And it turns bio products into this EU power source, which is like electricity. A different type of electricity than my engines make. And we have bio engines as well. So what we're going to do is we need to collect a whole bunch of saplings and a whole bunch of wheat. And with those 2 things, we can convert them into, using that biogenerator, into EU for my jetpack. And that will make me so happy. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, check out Tactivids. I'll link to him in the description. Have a good day. Oh, a few last quick comments. So I didn't excavate 1 and use a chest, and it turns out it does in fact put things in the chest, so I can actually use it for my purposes. One last thing. This is mostly a question to people on the server or people who know people who happen to be on the server. There's a chest up here that's not mine, and I don't know if it's a gift or if someone was just walking through and needed to put stuff in his chest temporarily. Because in my chest up there, someone put bees in them, and that was a gift because they were in my chest. But I did not place these chests at all. They're not mine. And there's good stuff in here, like portal gun, a magic wand, potions, enchantments, you know, tons of obsidian and other stuff. So I haven't taken a single thing out of this chest because it's not mine. That would be stealing, which is basically griefing. So I just wonder whose they are. Like, if there are guests, please label these with a sign or something so I know. If they're owned by the people who did the griefing, then I'd be interested to know that as well. Anyway, for my viewers, I'm sorry this video was so long, and I'm sorry there's been so much Minecraft lately and not much other things. I know I have done like Minecraft's the past 3 or 4 days, but check my Twitter for updates as usual, and I'll see you later.